you are moving, but with someone who loves you. This is your partner's description. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine this. The boxes are packed. The keys are in your hand. The door behind you is closing. Not because something ended, but because something extraordinary is finally beginning. You are walking into a brand new chapter of your life. But this time, you are not walking alone. Someone is beside you. Someone whose hand naturally reaches for yours. Someone who doesn't make you question your worth. Someone who doesn't disappear when life becomes difficult. Someone who chooses you completely, consistently, and joyfully. This is not just a dream, it is the vision your heart has quietly carried all along. For so long, you may have believed that love required struggle. You may have thought you had to prove your value, wait endlessly for someone to change, or settle for relationships that left you emotionally exhausted. But what if those experiences were never your destination? What if they were only preparing you to recognize the kind of love that was always meant for you? The greatest relationships are not built on confusion, they are built on certainty. They do not drain your spirit, they awaken it. They do not make you smaller, they give you room to become everything you were created to be. There comes a moment in every person's journey when life quietly whispers, it's time to move. Not just to another city or another house, but to another identity, a new self, a new reality, a new story. Every ending you've experienced has been clearing space for something far greater than you could have imagined. Every disappointment has refined your vision. Every heartbreak has strengthened your ability to recognize genuine love when it finally arrives. Nothing has been wasted. Every step has been leading you toward this moment. The person who belongs beside you is not searching for perfection. They are searching for truth. They are looking for someone whose heart matches theirs, someone who values loyalty over excitement, peace over drama, and commitment over temporary emotion. They are someone who dreams about building a life together rather than escaping from one another. They don't see you as a chapter in their story. They see you as the person with whom they want to write every remaining chapter. Picture the life the two of you are creating. A home filled with laughter instead of tension, conversations that heal instead of hurt, quiet mornings where gratitude replaces anxiety, decisions made together, dreams pursued together, victories celebrated together, challenges faced together. This is the description of a partnership rooted in genuine love, a love that grows stronger with time because it is built on trust, respect, and unwavering devotion. Today's message is not simply about finding a partner. It is about becoming the version of yourself who naturally attracts a relationship built on love, security, abundance, and shared purpose. As we move through this journey together, you'll discover the qualities of the person who is meant to walk beside you, why your paths are aligning now, and how every experience you've lived has been preparing you for this beautiful new beginning. Because your next move is not one of loneliness. It is not one of fear. It is not one of uncertainty. It is a move toward love. It is a move toward peace. It is a move toward a future where someone looks at you every single day and silently thanks life that you chose to walk beside them. The journey has already begun. Now let's discover the remarkable description of the partner who is waiting to build that future with you. Your future partner is emotionally safe, not emotionally confusing. One of the greatest signs that your life is truly changing is not simply that someone enters your world, but that the way you experience love changes completely. There comes a moment when you stop mistaking emotional chaos for passion and begin recognizing that real love feels like peace. The person who is moving into this next chapter of your life is not someone who leaves you wondering where you stand. They are not someone who disappears without explanation, sends mixed signals, or makes you earn every ounce of affection. Instead, they become a steady presence, a person whose words and actions naturally align. Their consistency becomes one of the greatest gifts they offer you. Every time they say they will call, they call. Every promise they make carries weight because they value integrity more than temporary emotion. They understand that trust is not built through grand gestures, but through countless small moments of reliability, honesty, and care. As your relationship grows, you begin to notice something remarkable happening within yourself. The constant anxiety you once carried slowly fades away. You no longer feel the need to analyze every message, question every silence, or wonder whether you are enough. Instead, you begin to relax into the security of being deeply loved. That peace is not accidental. It is the natural result of being with someone who has learned to love with maturity rather than fear. They communicate openly. When something is wrong, they choose conversation over avoidance. When challenges arise, they work beside you instead of against you. They understand that every lasting relationship faces obstacles, but they never treat those obstacles as reasons to leave. They see them as opportunities to grow stronger together. This partner values emotional honesty because they know that vulnerability creates intimacy. They are not afraid to tell you when they appreciate you, and they are equally willing to admit when they have made a mistake. Their humility allows love to flourish because pride never becomes more important than your connection. As you continue walking beside this person, you discover that they celebrate your victories without jealousy and comfort you during difficult seasons without making you feel like a burden. They become your safe place, not because they solve every problem, but because they remind you that you never have to face life's storms alone. Their presence brings calm to situations that once would have filled you with fear. They encourage your dreams, respect your individuality, and never ask you to shrink yourself to make them feel secure. Instead, they find genuine joy in watching you become everything you were created to be. This is what healthy love looks like. It is not loud because it has nothing to prove. It is not dramatic because it is rooted in confidence rather than insecurity. It does not manipulate or control because genuine affection always respects freedom. When someone truly loves you, they do not keep score of your imperfections. They choose grace over judgment and understanding over assumption. They recognize that both of you are still growing, and they commit themselves to growing alongside you instead of expecting perfection from you. Perhaps the most beautiful part of this relationship is that it transforms your understanding of yourself. As you receive consistent love, you begin believing that you are worthy of consistent love. As you experience respect, you learn to respect yourself even more deeply. As you receive kindness, your own heart becomes softer and more compassionate. This partnership becomes more than romance, it becomes healing. The fears created by yesterday slowly lose their power because today's love continually speaks a different message. Every genuine act of care reminds you that the right person does not create confusion, they create clarity. They do not awaken constant fear of loss, they awaken confidence in what you are building together. As you move into this new season, you realize that the greatest blessing was never simply finding someone to love. The greatest blessing was finding someone whose love allows you to breathe freely, dream boldly, and step into your future knowing that the person beside you is not walking away. They are walking with you, hand in hand, choosing you with every new sunrise. You are being guided toward a shared new beginning. There are seasons in life when change feels uncertain, and then there are seasons when change becomes the doorway to everything you have been quietly praying for. You are entering the second kind of season. This move is not simply about changing an address or packing your belongings into boxes. It represents a profound shift in your identity, your mindset, and the direction of your future. Every step you take forward is carrying you away from an old version of yourself and closer to a life that reflects the love, peace, and fulfillment you have always desired. The remarkable part is that you are not making this journey alone. Beside you walks someone whose heart beats with the same vision, someone who sees the future not as an individual pursuit, but as a shared adventure. They do not view your dreams as separate from their own. Instead, they naturally begin weaving your hopes, goals, and aspirations together into one beautiful picture of a life built side by side. This is the kind of partner who understands that love is not about standing still, it is about growing together. They recognize that every meaningful relationship requires movement, whether that movement comes through new opportunities, fresh environments, unexpected challenges, or exciting possibilities. Rather than resisting change, they welcome it, because they know that every new chapter offers another opportunity to strengthen the foundation you are building together. As you continue walking this path, you begin noticing that your conversations become filled with plans rather than fears. Instead of wondering whether tomorrow will separate you, you find yourselves imagining what tomorrow will allow you to create together. You talk about the home you want to build, the memories you hope to make, the traditions you will establish, and the life you want to share. These conversations are not empty fantasies. They are reflections of two hearts that are committed to moving in the same direction. Your partner does not ask you to abandon your purpose for theirs, nor do they expect you to sacrifice your identity to preserve the relationship. They understand that the strongest partnerships are formed when two whole individuals choose to support each other's growth while pursuing a common vision. They become your greatest encourager, reminding you that every challenge you face is temporary, while the future you are creating together is worth every moment of perseverance. There will undoubtedly be moments when the path feels unfamiliar. Every new beginning carries an element of uncertainty, because it asks you to leave behind what is comfortable in exchange for what is possible. Yet your partner has a remarkable ability to transform uncertainty into confidence. When questions arise, they remind you of how far you have already come. When obstacles appear, they focus on solutions rather than surrender. They refuse to let temporary setbacks define your permanent future because they believe in the strength of your partnership more than they fear the difficulty of the journey. Their optimism becomes contagious, helping you see opportunities where you once saw limitations. Together, you begin understanding that every closed door has quietly directed you toward a better one. Every delay has protected you from something that was never meant for you. And every disappointment has prepared you to appreciate the blessings now unfolding before you. This shared new beginning is also an invitation to release the emotional baggage of the past. The old fears that once whispered, "What if this doesn't last?" gradually lose their voice because your relationship is built on something much stronger than uncertainty. You no longer carry yesterday's heartbreak into today's love. Instead, you learn to embrace the present with trust, gratitude, and expectation. Your partner never asks you to pretend your past never happened, but they gently remind you that your future does not have to resemble it. They become living proof that healthy love is possible, that mutual respect is real, and that commitment can be joyful rather than burdensome. Every day spent together reinforces the truth that you are no longer surviving relationships. You are building one. As this new chapter unfolds, you realize that the greatest destination was never merely a different place on the map. The true destination has always been a different quality of life. A life where decisions are made together, victories are celebrated together, burdens are carried together, and every sunrise becomes another opportunity to choose each other again. This is the partner who gladly walks beside you into the unknown, because they know that wherever love leads the two of you, it will always feel like home. Your move is not simply toward a new location, it is toward a shared destiny, where every step forward becomes another reminder that the most beautiful journeys are the ones taken hand in hand with someone who truly loves you. Your partner sees the highest, best version of you. One of the most extraordinary qualities of the person who is meant to walk beside you is their ability to see beyond the person you have been and recognize the person you are becoming. Long before your greatest achievements arrive, they already believe in your potential. They do not define you by your past mistakes, your moments of weakness, or the seasons when life felt uncertain. Instead, they look at you through the eyes of possibility. Where others may have noticed limitations, they notice gifts waiting to be expressed. Where others may have focused on your failures, they recognize your resilience. They understand that every setback has shaped your character, every challenge has deepened your wisdom, and every difficult season has prepared you for a future greater than you could have imagined. Their belief in you is not based on what you have accomplished so far. It is rooted in who they know you are capable of becoming. This kind of love becomes incredibly powerful because it inspires transformation without demanding perfection. They never pressure you to become someone else to earn their affection. Instead, they create an environment where your authentic self naturally begins to flourish. Around them, you feel safe enough to dream bigger, speak more honestly, and pursue opportunities that once seemed beyond your reach. Their encouragement becomes a quiet force that steadily lifts your confidence until you begin believing in yourself with the same certainty they have always carried. This partner celebrates every victory, no matter how small it may seem. They understand that success is built one step at a time, and they never overlook the progress you are making, simply because you have not yet reached your destination. When you achieve something meaningful, they rejoice with genuine happiness rather than comparison or jealousy. Your success never threatens them because they view your accomplishments as victories for both of you. Likewise, during moments when life feels heavy, they do not withdraw their support or become impatient with your struggles. Instead, they remind you of your strength when you have temporarily forgotten it yourself. They become the voice that says, I know you can do this, even on the days when your own confidence feels fragile. Their words are not empty compliments designed to make you feel better for a moment. They are sincere reflections of the greatness they consistently see within you. Over time, you begin realizing that the way someone sees you has tremendous influence over the way you see yourself. Surrounded by genuine encouragement, your own self-image begins to change. Doubt slowly gives way to confidence, fear gives way to courage, and hesitation gives way to inspired action. Perhaps one of the most beautiful aspects of this relationship is that your partner never competes with your purpose. They understand that your dreams are part of who you are, and they choose to support them rather than diminish them. They encourage you to continue learning, growing, creating, and becoming everything your heart desires. They know that a healthy relationship does not require either person to abandon their calling. Instead, it creates a partnership where both individuals become stronger because they are walking together. They willingly make sacrifices when necessary, not because they are losing themselves, but because they understand that shared success often requires mutual support. When one of you rises, both of you rise. When one of you faces a challenge, both of you stand together. This creates a powerful sense of unity that transforms love from an emotion into a shared mission. The most remarkable part is that this person also inspires you to become a better partner in return. Their kindness encourages greater kindness within you. Their patience teaches you to become more patient. Their honesty inspires deeper honesty. Their loyalty strengthens your own commitment. Instead of bringing out your fears, they bring out your finest qualities. The relationship becomes a place where both of you are constantly growing, not because either of you is inadequate, but because genuine love naturally inspires continual improvement. You begin understanding that true partnership is not about finding someone who completes you. It is about finding someone who awakens the best within you while you do the same for them. Together, you create an atmosphere where both hearts can thrive without fear of judgment or rejection. As you move into this new season of life, remember that the person who truly belongs beside you will never ask you to shrink your dreams, hide your gifts, or silence your voice. They will remind you again and again of the incredible potential that already lives within you. They will see your future even when you can only see your present. They will encourage you to keep moving forward when obstacles appear, and they will celebrate every milestone with wholehearted joy. In their eyes, you are never merely the person you were yesterday. You are the person you are becoming tomorrow. That is the beauty of genuine love. It does not chain you to your past. It walks beside you into your future, believing in your higher self, until you have the confidence to fully believe in it yourself. Your relationship is built on shared vision, not temporary attraction. One of the clearest signs that you have found the right person is that your connection is sustained by something far deeper than physical attraction or passing emotions. While attraction may introduce two people, it is shared vision that keeps them moving in the same direction year after year. The partner who is entering this new chapter with you is not simply captivated by your appearance or your personality in a fleeting moment. They are drawn to the future they see unfolding with you. They imagine building a home where love is the foundation, creating memories that grow richer with time, overcoming challenges as a united team, and celebrating life's blessings side by side. Their commitment is not based on how easy life feels today, but on the promise of walking together through every season that tomorrow may bring. This kind of relationship is anchored in purpose rather than impulse. It is rooted in the understanding that lasting love is created through intentional choices, mutual respect, and a willingness to grow together every single day. Both of you begin to realize that the strongest relationships are not those that avoid difficulties, but those that face every challenge with the unshakable belief that the relationship is always worth protecting. Your partner naturally includes you in their future because, in their heart, there is no meaningful future without you. Every important decision becomes a conversation rather than an individual choice. Whether discussing where to live, what dreams to pursue, how to manage responsibilities, or what kind of family and lifestyle you hope to create, they genuinely value your thoughts, your feelings, and your perspective. They never make you feel like an outsider looking into their life. Instead, they invite you to become an essential part of every dream they are building. This creates a profound sense of unity because both of you are working toward common goals instead of competing desires. Rather than asking, "What do I want?" you naturally begin asking, "What is best for us?" That small shift transforms the entire relationship. Love stops being centered on individual satisfaction and becomes centered on mutual flourishing. You discover that there is incredible strength in having someone whose heart is fully aligned with yours, someone who celebrates not only your personal victories, but the victories you achieve together as partners. Shared vision also means sharing values. Your partner understands that trust, honesty, loyalty, compassion, forgiveness, and open communication are not optional qualities but essential pillars of a lasting relationship. These values guide every decision you make together. During moments of disagreement, they choose understanding over pride. During moments of uncertainty, they choose faith over fear. During moments of success, they choose gratitude over arrogance. Their character remains steady because it is built upon principles rather than changing emotions. This consistency gives your relationship remarkable stability. You no longer feel as though your future depends on someone's temporary mood or unpredictable feelings. Instead, you know that both of you are committed to something much greater than the emotions of a single day. You are committed to protecting the life you are building together, and that shared commitment becomes one of your greatest sources of strength. As your journey continues, you begin recognizing that love becomes even more beautiful when two people encourage one another to keep growing. Your partner never assumes that reaching a relationship milestone means growth is complete. Instead, they continue investing in your connection with curiosity, patience, and intentional care. They ask meaningful questions, listen with genuine attention, and remain eager to understand the person you are becoming. In return, you offer them the same gift. Both of you create a relationship that never becomes stagnant because you continually choose to learn, adapt, forgive, and appreciate one another. This willingness to evolve together keeps your love vibrant and resilient. It reminds you that true intimacy is not created by standing still, but by continuing to journey side by side through every stage of life. Eventually, you come to understand that this move you are making together is about far more than changing locations. It is about stepping into a shared destiny built upon trust, purpose, and unwavering commitment. The home you create is not defined by walls or an address, but by the atmosphere you cultivate every day. It becomes a place where peace replaces fear, encouragement replaces criticism, understanding replaces judgment, and hope replaces uncertainty. Together, you establish traditions, pursue meaningful goals, overcome obstacles, and build a legacy that reflects the love you have intentionally chosen. Years from now, when you look back on this season, you will realize that the greatest blessing was never simply finding someone who loved you. It was finding someone whose vision matched your own, someone who saw forever, where others only saw the present, and someone who chose to walk beside you with unwavering devotion through every new beginning life placed before you. That is the kind of partnership that endures, because it is not built on temporary attraction. It is built on a shared vision that grows stronger with every step you take together. Love becomes your new foundation. Every meaningful journey eventually reaches a moment when you realize that the greatest gift was never the destination itself. It was the person who walked beside you every step of the way. As you enter this new season, you begin to understand that love is no longer something you are searching for. It is the very foundation upon which your new life is being built. Everything starts to feel different because the relationship you are creating is no longer based on fear, uncertainty, or the need for constant reassurance. Instead, it is grounded in trust, mutual respect, unwavering commitment, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you have found someone who truly chooses you every single day. This foundation changes the way you approach every part of life. Decisions are no longer made from a place of anxiety, but from a place of unity. Challenges are no longer faced in isolation, but together. Victories become sweeter because they are celebrated with someone who has believed in you from the very beginning. The love you now experience is not fragile or temporary. It is resilient because it has been built intentionally. One act of kindness, one honest conversation, one sacrifice, and one shared dream at a time. Your partner understands that love is not simply expressed through extraordinary moments, but through ordinary days, lived with extraordinary care. They show their affection in the little things that many people overlook. They remember what matters to you. They listen when you speak. They encourage you when you doubt yourself. They notice when you are tired, celebrate your smallest accomplishments, and quietly support you without expecting recognition in return. These simple expressions of love gradually become the strongest pillars of your relationship. You begin to realize that lasting happiness is not created by dramatic declarations, but by daily consistency. Every morning becomes another opportunity to choose one another. Every conversation becomes another opportunity to strengthen trust. Every challenge becomes another opportunity to prove that your commitment is greater than any obstacle standing in your way. This steady rhythm of love creates a home where both hearts can rest, grow, and flourish without fear. As the relationship deepens, something beautiful happens within you. You stop carrying the emotional weight of relationships that failed to value your heart. You no longer compare your present to painful memories from your past, because this love speaks an entirely different language. It teaches patience instead of pressure. It teaches understanding instead of judgment. It teaches partnership instead of competition. The wounds that once convinced you to protect yourself begin to heal because you finally experience what it feels like to be loved without conditions or manipulation. Your confidence grows naturally because you are no longer trying to earn affection. You are simply receiving the love that is freely given. That emotional freedom allows you to become more joyful, more generous, and more open to life's endless possibilities. Together, you begin creating a future where peace becomes normal, gratitude becomes daily, and hope becomes stronger than fear. Perhaps the greatest blessing of all is that this partnership extends far beyond the two of you. The love you build begins influencing every area of your lives. It shapes the atmosphere of your home, the way you treat other people, the dreams you pursue, and the legacy you leave behind. Your relationship becomes a source of encouragement for others because it demonstrates what genuine commitment looks like. Friends and family notice the respect you show one another, the kindness with which you communicate, and the unity you display during both joyful and difficult seasons. Without even trying, your love becomes a testimony that healthy, lasting relationships are still possible. You inspire others not through perfection, but through your willingness to continue choosing one another, even when life demands patience, forgiveness, and perseverance. As you look toward the future, you realize that moving with someone who truly loves you is about far more than sharing a house or a city. It is about sharing a purpose, a vision, and a lifetime of meaningful experiences. Every step forward becomes another reminder that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The uncertainty of yesterday has been replaced by the confidence of today, and the hope of tomorrow grows brighter with every passing moment. The partner beside you is not merely accompanying you on this journey, they are helping you build a life filled with peace, joy, abundance, and unwavering love. Together, you are creating a story that will not be remembered because it was easy, but because it was genuine. It was built on trust when trust mattered most, on faith when the path seemed unclear, and on love that refused to give up. This is the foundation upon which your greatest chapter begins. As you continue moving forward hand in hand, remember that the most beautiful homes are not built with bricks alone. They are built with hearts that choose each other every day, with dreams that grow together, and with a love that remains steady through every season of life. That is the description of the partner who is walking into your future. And together, build a life where love is no longer just a feeling. It is the unshakable foundation beneath every step you take.